Today I'm having a look at another Star Wars Black Series figure. This one is from the Disney Plus show, The Acolyte, and it's a specific character, uh, basically the bad guy in that series. It's Qimir, or the Stranger, or AKA some people call him Smilo Ren, because his helmet kind of looks like Kylo Ren's helmet, kind of, and it's kind of like has a smile on it or something. It's kind of weird. But anyway, this is the Manny Jacinto character. That's the actor of Qimir, the Stranger. And yeah, I think it's a pretty nice figure. I mean, it's something different about this one is this is like, I think, the first time they put an extra head that has a separate neck. And that's pretty cool. A lot of people have been asking for this, I guess, in the Black Series community, that they've been wanting them to go this direction with, instead of having helmets that go over the top of the figures and ruining their hair sculpt, or having a type of hair sculpt that's compromised and doesn't look right. They've been asking for having like a separate head. And so they did that on this one, and it's pretty nice. It's not the first instance of them doing a separate head, but I believe it's the first instance of them doing a separate head with a neck. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, he's number 10 in the Acolyte subline. There's the Galaxy side art right there. Pretty cool. Other side, not much. Back, just the same shot as the front and the side. And basically, here's your little bio if you want to read it. Well, let's get this guy open and check it out. So here's the Stranger, aka Qimir, right out of the box. But before we get to him, let's check out his accessories real quick. So he comes with two lightsabers, a short one and a longer one. And the handles they're okay looking, not bad. Kind of plainish, basic black plastic. And this one has a loop around the end, like it's made to peg into his waist. But I don't believe there is anywhere for weapon storage on there, so that's kind of a bummer. But the reds on these are a decent, nice kind of red color. Not bad, and they both unplug. Pretty easy. And then these two plug in together, I believe, to make one longer saber. That's what it looks like when they plug in together. And then the blade just goes in the end down here on this end. So yeah, pretty basic. Then we have the Smilo Ren helmet here. And this is pretty cool. It's a pretty nice copper color. Looks pretty nice. Lots of like details on it. Yeah, check that out. And the mouth looks pretty trippy, kind of weird. It's got the little black slits there for him to see out of. Yeah. It's got a black neck piece here that kind of, I believe that's screen accurate for the show, which I like. I think that's nice. I'm glad they didn't just have his neck plain like a lot of these figures that have, switchable helmets or something, or they just don't do the neck part right sometimes. But no, this looks good. That's pretty nice, actually. Trippy looking helmet design. Yep, it's Smilo Ren's helmet. And here he is, right freshly freed from his plastic prison. And right off the bat, I like this figure. I think it's pretty nice. Some people complain about this head sculpt, that they don't think it really looks like Manny Jacinto, but I think it's pretty nice overall. Not a bad job. And I like his hair, how it has the bangs hanging down. Looks kind of a little bit crazy, like that's how he had it in the show, as far as I remember. That's pretty accurate. Looks good. Yep, he's got the plastic kind of like poncho. This comes off, and then he's got a soft goods kind of like tunic over the top of that. Below that, he's got these Aikido style pants, soft goods pants that are covering his legs underneath, and he has like the basic black legs and underneath. So he's got multiple layers, which is kind of nice. And then he also has this bracer. This bracer is nicely detailed. It comes off too as well. And so you can have him without the bracers look. And one cool thing about this figure is they weathered him kind of all around his whole body, on the front and the back. He is weathered like he's been out in the jungle and kind of dirty. And even under the arm here, when you take the bracer off, it's weathered underneath this, so it's not plain. So they actually did that right. And they gave him like a little weathering on his hands too. So it's not just, on certain parts. They really did the whole thing up pretty nice. It's pretty nicely done. Well, let's pop this head off here and check this out. Take the head off. And we'll take the poncho off here. It's a nice thin little plastic. It kind of just pops off there. And then here's the inner robe, type of kind of like a tunic, like a fabric tunic. Yeah, this is nicely sculpted. I mean, it looks nice. Nice thin plastic. It's not too cumbersome. Then we have the body underneath with the thin kind of tunic type thing that's drapes down in the front and the back. And even though it's not wired, I like how they did this. It looks good. And then this comes off and you have the inner body here. Yeah. See, and then you've got his bottom tunic overlay here. Pretty nicely detailed if you check it out. That's pretty nicely done. This belt overlay. And then these are the Aikido style, almost Japanese looking Aikido style, leg pants here. Now, if you pull these up and you check it out, he does have regular pants on underneath these. But I don't see any, I don't know. I'm not sure if these are reuse or not because they don't have the pins. And he does, talking about articulation, he does have thigh swivel, which they've been doing away with. And for some reason, I'm not familiar with these legs I'm not sure what these are from, if these are new or not, but they're pretty nice. And he does have, going into articulation here, he does have boot swivel, ankle rocker up and down, side to side, not bad. Legs go up this far, bend about that far before they crash out. Kick up that far, so that's not bad. Not bad at all. Like I said, there's thigh swivel up here. Legs go out pretty far. Check that out. That's crazy. So that's nice. I mean, you can get quite a bit of different articulation out of this. Some people complain about about how much articulation there is on this, but I mean, you can get some nice, you put his foot down there like that. I mean, you can make him do some almost, fighting style poses. Pretty cool. He does have little butterfly joints in up here at the arms. Arms go up to about there. Elbows bend in about that far. Past 90. Not bad. Hands are on ball joints, so they move any direction you want. This does come off. Let's see if I can do it here real quick. Yep. And the wrist bracer comes off. And like I said, if you look, it's weathered. Just like the rest of the arm. It's dirty. So that's kind of cool. It's nice they did that. Yeah, let's see if I can get it back on here. A little hard to do on camera, but I'll manage it. And on there. Whoop. Arms go up about that far out. Not bad. Swivel rotation at the elbows. Like I said, ball jointed wrists. The head on the Manny Jacinto head looks down that far. Like that. Up that far. Very far. Not bad. Tilt side to side for attitude. Cool. Double peg system here at the neck and the top, so it leans forward that much. Leans back that much. So overall, that's pretty nice. Not bad at all. As far as the waist goes, it turns here at the waist. A little bit of crunch forward. Not much, actually. That's pretty tight. It's probably crashing out on the belt. Pretty tight. It's a little gappy in the back. Back, ooh, not much at all. But it does have a little tiny bit side to side, so it's kind of restricted. It does turn here at the waist, but that's about all you're going to get out of that part. So, but yeah, in the arms, they do the 360 around thing too, so it's not bad. I mean, overall, I think it's a pretty good looking figure. If you pop this head off, we'll pop the head off, put on the Smilo Ren helmet here. If I can do it on camera. I got it on there. That was a tight fit. So same thing with the Smilo Ren head. It looks up like that far, down that far. Neck, shifts a little bit back and forth like the other one. Little tilt side to side. Turns just like the other one. So not bad. I mean, I think it's pretty good looking. Yeah. Decent. Overall, it's a pretty nice figure. I really actually, if you like bad guys, this is a bad guy worth getting. Definitely. Not bad at all. On the back, some of the details here. Back of the tunic. Looks good. Yep. Pretty cool. So overall, I mean, I think Smilo Ren, he's a pretty cool character, man. With all the different options and his tunics and stuff, he's pretty badass. This is definitely a recommend. I mean, I got this for $24.99 on Amazon, so that's not bad at all. And with all its options, I mean, you can really do a lot. It's good for posing, figure photography. You guys that are into that, I think you'll like this figure, so I definitely recommend it. Well, I guess that's about it for this one, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it greatly. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. All right, guys, well, we'll catch you on the next episode. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and be well, my friends. And remember, may the Force be with you always, my friends.